What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tiebox123 and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my full review of this, the Veho Pebble Folio. So as some of you guys will know, I'm actually heading off on holiday in about 10 days time. I'm going over to Florida, and on the way over there it's about an 11 to 12 hour flight, which is just a little bit too long for the battery to survive on the iPad 3, or in fact any iPad for that matter. I typically get about 8 hours worth of movie viewing out of any version of the iPad, and I like to literally download all of my videos and music onto my iPad and just use that the entire way across, because I absolutely hate flying, not because I'm scared of the flying, but just because I absolutely cannot stand the boredom. So I literally fill up my iPad 3, as it happens at the moment, with a whole bunch of movies and just watch it literally back to back all the way over there. But like I say, in order to do that, I need to have a battery that is going to last me the full period of time. So I started looking around the internet at some of these cases where you kind of clip them around the iPad to give them a little bit of extra battery boost. And then I spoke to some friends over at Veho, which are a great company for loads and loads of kind of gadgets. You can check them out at veho-world.com. I'll leave a link down in the description below to see if they had anything that would offer me that kind of extra battery extension. And what they came back with was this, the Veho Pebble Folio. Now, at the moment, this may well just look to you like a really nice kind of typical sort of leather case for the iPad, but actually this one has got a slight difference to it, and some of you may well have noticed it is actually this piece here on the side. And what that is a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, which can give your iPad 2 probably twice the charge that it normally has, or an iPad 3 probably about 60 to 70%, again on top of what it would have normally once that 100% battery is run out. So the combination of that battery and my iPad 3, I'm going to get literally the whole 12-hour flight and be able to watch my movies all the way across. So I'm very, very pleased about that. Now the great thing about this is that not only do you get this battery bit, which gives you obviously the extra kind of charge and the extra hours on your iPad that you might require, but it's also built in to this extremely attractive leather case. Now this is a PU leather case. It really does feel absolutely beautiful to the touch. It feels so soft. I can't tell you how fantastic this actually feels in terms of quality leather to the touch. Now, in terms of the case itself, I'll just show you around it. On the front here, we've got this little zip compartment, and in there you can actually keep all of the little kind of tips that go onto the battery, so you can actually charge not only your iPad 2, your iPad 1, but pretty much any device out there, because you get a selection of tips that I'll show you in a minute. They just simply connect into the bottom of this battery, and then you can charge any device you want. It's not directly connected to the iPad, so you can charge any device you want with this little battery here that's on the side. So we've got that zip there on the front, and again, I can't tell you how high quality this case feels. It's probably the highest quality leather case that I've ever felt. Now if we actually just turn it round, on the back here we've got these two little clips that actually just keep the case closed, or obviously you can use them to open it. And then we've also got a little gap there for the camera, and we've also got this little magnetic bit here which actually doesn't ever hang out because it's got a magnetic piece on it which drags it back in, where we can flip the case round and use it in a whole variation of different formations to give us the right angle on the screen that we want. So let's just open this case up and show you what it looks like actually inside. Now this is fully supported with the wake function, so it does have the actual magnets built into the case, so when we open it up there, it is actually turned on. Now inside we've got this very high quality, again kind of suede material here, which is obviously going to stop that screen from getting scratched. Got those two little clips that we use to open and close the case permanently, and then on the side here we've got a little bit of a cover where we just actually slide the iPad in and out of, and then this just fits directly over that just to keep it nicely in place there. Now in terms of all of the actual exposed components on the iPad, we have got an exposure bit there for the SIM card. Also on top there for the microphone, and also for the standby on-off switch, along with the headphone socket as well. They're the 3.5mm headphone jack, and then on the bottom we've got full access to that 30-pin dock connector. So all of the buttons nice and easily accessible, along with a little cutout as well there on the top of the case to give us access to the front-facing rubbish camera that is on the iPad 3, and also obviously the home button there down the bottom. So simple, very, very simple. Open it up, close it, whatever you want to do. And then also if we come around the back here, we can just literally push the back of the case into that little clip there, and then we can either have it sitting up like this, or we can have it on its side. However we want to have it, we can just have it sitting on the desk there like that, or we can have it at that slightly different angle where it's got a little bit less of an angle on it. We can have it any way we want with this case, and also some fantastic protection, as well as a really, really nice high quality material. Now, in terms of the actual battery itself, I'll just show you. It just sort of fits on the end there, and it's completely slid in to that little bit there, so very, very nice and secure in there. Doesn't come out in any way whatsoever. It's perfectly in there. And what we can do is, if we just push that out, I'll just show you the battery itself. So there it is. That's the little Pebble battery there, and in the end of it we've got a little socket where we can actually plug our cables, and then we can link those into, like I said, pretty much any device that we want. So if I just show you the tips that we get included. First of all, the first one we get is just a standard USB cable that goes in there, and then we can use that to charge the battery that's in this case itself. Secondly, we get another cable. This one's slightly longer, and then on this one it's got a universal end. Now what we do with that is we get a whole bunch of these different tips. This one being a 30-pin connector, we just simply connect that in to there, and then what we do is we just plug that directly into our iPad, and then that will begin charging. So in its charging state, it just has that cable there just coming out of the bottom, just like that, and then that will just stay exactly as it is, and that will then be charging until that battery runs out as well. Now included as well are a whole bunch of other tips. I think you get 5. First of all, we've got a couple of, that's the old Nokia one there. We've also got a mini USB tip there as well. Then we've got a micro USB tip, and then we've also got what I believe is the old Sony Ericsson tip as well, along with obviously the 30-pin connector for our Apple devices. So a whole combination there. You can charge pretty much anything you want with that, and it's all built into that case. And for me, this is going to be absolutely perfect for my flight over to Florida to get that battery lasting me the whole kind of 12 hours. So fantastic product from Veho. I've been really, really impressed with this product, especially the quality and just the way the battery is all nicely integrated, and you don't have to worry about carrying a separate one around. All the cables fit nicely into that little front zipped cover there as well, so you don't ever have to worry about losing any of those. Plus you obviously get the flexibility of the case in terms of the different compositions and formations that you can have that in with the different angles. So absolutely love this product. In terms of price, this is not actually out exactly at this moment. It's going to be out next week, and you're going to be able to get this from certain promotion sites somewhere in the region of £40 to £60. So that's when it's going to come out. That's going to be the price next week. And if you guys like me do a lot of travel with your iPad and you want to get, you know, a little bit more juice out of it, or maybe you want to get more juice out of it in the office to make it last slightly longer than that full 8-hour day, then this is an absolutely fantastic case and charger as well to be carrying around with you. Anyway guys, check out Veho's website at veho-world.com. Thank you very much for watching. Please do hit that like button, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.